Hello and welcome to the Pioneer Spotlight, the interview show where we get a closer look at Point Park University student athletes, coaches, and teams. My name is Colton DeBiase, and my guest needs no introduction when it comes to Point Park athletics. She has won countless awards during her time here at Point Park, including being a NAIA cross-country All-American, and she was the 2019 RSC Female Athlete of the Year. From the Point Park track, and cross-country team, we have Alyssa Campbell joining the program. Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me with you. This is awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it, Alyssa. As we mentioned, you have won just so many awards here at Point Park so far. So you already had a great career, knowing you were the RSC Female Athlete of the Year. You were a NAIA All-American. How would you describe your time here at Point Park so far?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I had a lot to learn from the upperclassmen girls. I've had wonderful mentors ever since starting as a freshman, and I'm a junior now. So honestly, my team and my time, my time has been great because of my team. Honestly, I have the best coaches, best mentors. Everything has just been smooth sailing. I couldn't ask for anything better.
So looking back at your discussion to come to Point Park, what went into that, and are you glad that it worked out the way it did?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So Point Park was actually one of my top picks, and I'm only from an hour away, so I wanted to stay somewhere that was kind of close to home, but it was really the location, as a lot of people say, that kind of sold it for me. I'm somebody who has a lot of energy, and I like to go, go, go. So whenever I chose Point Park, the location was great. There's just so many things to do, and there's so many different people in this area, so I really love that it's kind of opened my eyes to new things as compared to my hometown, and that was something I was really looking for. So the program itself sold me, but so did the school, the running program, sold me as well as the school.
And was it just more of the city or the school that sold you to come here?
A little bit of both. Whenever I came on my tours, the people really sold me on the school itself, but whenever I started making more trips, back and forth, I would kind of explore the city on my own with my family, and that was kind of the cherry on top. So I'd say both.
Okay,
Sure.
So you have already won the RSC runner-up of the week for both of your races so far this year, knowing that your next race is coming up on October 24th at the Taylor University Midwest Challenge. So, how has this year gone so far for yourselves and also for the team?
We obviously, there's always room to improve, but we've been against such good teams. For example, Huntington, they are the national champs, the winning teams. They have the national champion on their team, and their team is absolutely amazing. So the fact that we're able to verse these other teams that are just not just in our conference, but all around the region is awesome. So I think that putting us against them kind of shows us where we are in the pot. And so in that aspect, we're comparing pretty well to these teams. At our last meet, we got fourth, and that was, we were happy with that, because these teams are just, I keep saying, they're just so good. So, and just for me personally, obviously I have room to improve, and I think from past seasons I'm stronger than I was before. So I'm excited to just keep building on that. And we have new assistant coaches as well that are playing into our training, and they have so much knowledge, Coach Ben and Andrew. So with them helping us, I think our team is just getting a lot stronger than previous years. So I think we're in a really good spot, and I'm excited to see where we go in, is it 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks.
That would be October 24th.
So October 24th, yeah.
that is, that is actually next Saturday. So, what impact have those assistant coaches that you mentioned bring to the team, and especially with you?
So Coach Ben, for example, I like to say he has a PhD in running. So he just has all this knowledge about how it's the mechanics of the body work when it comes to running, and so he teaches you all these new exercises, and he has these really cool workouts set up that just teach you the basics, the science of running. And I'm just someone, I just go out and I do whatever Coach tells me to do. I don't really know the super in-depth stuff. So that's how he's kind of helped me as well as everybody else. And Andrew is just somebody who's just been running for so long that he knows him and Coach Jem. they just know the sport inside and out. They've been doing it for so long. So the fact that all three of them can come together as this trifecta, that's how they're kind of helping everybody.
Yeah, so as you just spoke of training, so I mean, knowing you run cross country and track, it seems like that you have to run a handful of miles within a week. So like, how many miles do you typically run in a week?
So currently, coach is actually building me up to 50 miles a week, and that's about 7 miles a day, give or take, like plus the workouts, and then on long runs, it's 11 or 12 is what I'm building up to. But in a typical week, like in the beginning and ends of the seasons, it'll be about 40 miles a week.
Oh, wow. Oh, I know for a fact that's, I mean, I don't think I could survive running 40 miles a week.
When you've been doing it for so long, it gets a little bit easier, but that's the typical reaction I get when I tell people.
Yeah, so, and also, like, there are fewer meets this year due to COVID-19. So is it a little bit harder to stay ready for the competitions as they come?
For me personally, I know I get a little bit more stressed because, I mean, everybody stresses whenever they have this race. You're going out there, you're first off, you're traveling somewhere, and then when you get there, you have to prep and you see all your competition, and they all just look so much better than you, and it gets in your head. So, and then you have to go up to the start line, and you're like, wow, I'm going to be in so much pain for the next 20 minutes. So when you have less of those meets, you get a little bit more stressed, because you're so like micro focused on how little meets you have and how little time you have to improve. And every course is different, but at the same time, we've all kind of come together in the sense it's like, you know what, we do have fewer races, but at the same time, we also have more time to train. So we are so much better prepared for the next race than the previous. So every single race, we're getting so much better. And I think just because of how much of a family that our team is, we're all really there for each other. We all know that we're in it together. And even the other teams too, like they are so sweet. Like everyone knows that they're there for the same reason. So it's a little bit of give and take, if that kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so what is this team looking to accomplish at Indiana on October 24th, which is not to mention the last meet before the conference championship?
So we haven't really got too much into detail because coach doesn't like to stress us out, which is how I was saying before, like it can be a little bit stressing. So I just know that our goals as of right now is our training has been going great. We know that we're going to go out and win or try and win, so that's the goal, is just to go out and do our best. Go out and do your best, and that's a win in our book.
So what is the expectation for each of the cross-country teams for the RSC meet?
So when we're at the conference meet, I feel like everybody goes in. Honestly, sometimes you even root for each other, but it's really just that everybody kind of does their best, And if we were to proceed to go to the national meet at that point, that's whenever RSC kind of just, we all kind of really like cheer for each other. We're rooting for each other. It's really just to go out and do the best you can and give it all you got.
So before your time is done here, whether it's cross country, or track, what are some individual goals that you want to build on with the other goals that you've already accomplished here? Maybe like a national championship, setting more records, or maybe some more All-American honors?
Honestly, being an All-American again would be phenomenal, but it's really, I would love to take my team to nationals again. That would be the number one goal in my mind, is to get us all there. Like the goal is we work hard as a family. We know that we can do it. And in our conference, we've been doing it. We've done it 3 years already. If we get that 4th win, that would be amazing. And if we were to advance to that next level, I mean, an All-American title would be nice. Yeah. So, I mean, the course will be different than when it was last year, whenever I was able to thank the gods for giving me that award. That was just a wonderful race. So that's the goal, to get my team to nationals. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, awesome, Alyssa. So finally, could you maybe tell us what you're majoring in, and what are your future plans? Because knowing that we are both juniors, adulthood is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's getting scary, isn't it? So I actually found my major through what my potential career path is. I found wedding planning in my sophomore year being here. I actually came in as undecided. So I found wedding planning or just really special events in general. And I was looking up like, oh, like what kind of major do you need for that? And business, human resources, and public relations came up. And public relations was already something I was like kind of looking into. So that's kind of what I'm looking for to do. And so that's how I found public relations, was through wedding planning. And luckily they have it here, and I'm able to stay. And I love it so far. It's great.
Yeah, that is awesome, Alyssa. If I ever need a wedding planner, or if I happen to know somebody, I'll make sure to give you a call.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I won't let you down.
Oh, thank you, Alyssa. Yes, so thank you so much for joining us today. I want to congratulate you on everything you have accomplished so far here at Point Park, and I wish you nothing but the best with your career here and also in the future.
No, thank you so much. It's been awesome being here with you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Alyssa. Yes, so that will do it for this edition of the Pioneer Spotlight. Make sure to follow all Point Park sports on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube pages, and we hope you join us for the next edition of Pioneer Spotlight. I'm Colton DeBiase, and we'll see you next time.